Yo, what is going on, guys? It is Online here. Welcome back to another video, guys. And guys, today we're going to be going over the Game Awards 2016 nominees because they recently came out about 2 or 3 days ago. And now I have looked at these before, but I haven't really made my own judgment call on what I want to do because I figured I'd save it for a video. So now that I have more time, I figured I'd go over these nominees in more detail and give you my thoughts on what I think should win and what I think will win. Now, I'm not sure how this video will end up turning out when I edit it. I'm not sure if I'm going to have my screen recorded for you guys so you guys can see what I'm doing right now, or if I'm just going to have some gameplay in the background. Probably gameplay, but I'm not sure yet. And yeah, so I also tried to center my camera, so hopefully the camera's better this time. But with that said, let's get right into the nomination. So, starting things off, there's Game of the Year, but I don't think I really want to dive into that until probably the end, because that's probably the most important category for everybody. So, Best Studio / Game Direction, and Blizzard for Overwatch has been nominated, DICE for Battlefield 1, ID Software for Doom, Naughty Dog for Uncharted 4, Thief's End, Respawn for Titanfall. So, this is going for Best Studio / Game Direction, recognizing a game studio for outstanding creative vision, and okay. So, Blizzard for Overwatch, they've done a lot of good things. I like how they operate the multiplayer, not being so pay to win, and as well as just the multiplayer was really well made, so Blizzard did good on that front. DICE for Battlefield 1, they did a great job with the multiplayer. I don't think I'd recognize them as like the best. ID Software for Doom, they did a really good job on Doom. I only had really one complaint with Doom, and that was a little bit repetitive, but the game was still fun as you went in, and it was like Doom's always been about the gameplay, being a shooter, so I feel like they did that like the best that they could have, and Doom's honestly a really fun game. Still haven't beat it yet. I'm like getting right through it. This is like one of the games I'm trying to beat while I'm playing other games. Naughty Dog for Uncharted 4, Thief's End was nominated. I would like to vote for Naughty Dog, but right now I have like a sour taste in my mouth about, you know, how the devs operate. And if I did nominate Naughty Dog, it would definitely be for the single player team, because right now I don't really feel how the multiplayer team has really been doing that well, you know, as for like supporting the multiplayer, because they haven't really been listening to fans lately. So Naughty Dog, I do want to give it to them, but Respawn, I also want to give it to them, because Titanfall 2, if you guys didn't know, they're going to be having feature maps into the game added for free, so that's great, and I feel like they improved everything that they could have on Titanfall. They added a single-player campaign to the game. I heard it's really good. I played a little bit of Titanfall 2. I don't have the actual game myself, but I will be getting it soon. I want to give it to Naughty Dog. I'd probably have like a slight edge to them, but Respawn also did really well with Titanfall 2, so I like that. Best Narrative, Firewatch. I didn't really hear much about that game. I know a lot of people are hyped for that, but I didn't really hear about it when it came out, so I don't know if that's a good sign or not. Inside, never played that game. I really want to get it soon. I'll probably get it soon eventually, once I get through some games. Mafia 3, I heard that was really repetitive. I heard the first hour or so was really good, and then it got boring. Oxenfree, never played that game, and Uncharted 4, Thief's End. It's probably going to go to Uncharted 4, Thief's End, because that's really the only game I played on this list. And, well, it had a really great story to it. Probably the most, you know, story-ish Uncharted there was. Best Music / Sound Design, Battlefield 1, Doom, Inside. Wow, Inside has a lot of nominees. No nominations, but Res Infinite and Thumper as well. So, Thumper, I probably wouldn't put it towards. Inside, probably wouldn't put it towards. Doom's a good one. The soundtrack's really good, especially how it, you know, interacts with how you play. Battlefield 1, I probably wouldn't give it to. So, either Doom or Res Infinite, and at the end of the day, I'd probably give it to Res Infinite. If you guys don't know what Res Infinite is, it's kind of like a music shooter is what I could put it best, like kind of like a rhythm game, and it has a VR mode to it, so I did play it in VR, and it's a great game. The biggest point that they have that game for is, you know, as I said, it's like a music shooter, so the music is really top-notch in that game. I'd probably give it to Res Infinite, because that game's really special, and the music just gets you pumped up, and yeah. But close second, Doom, because Doom has a really good soundtrack, and just the game, and the game's music is awesome. Best Performance. Alex Hernandez as Lincoln Clay, Mafia 3, Kissy Jones and Delight. Oh, so Firewatch has 2 here. Whoa, and Uncharted 4 has 3 nominations here. That's right. Okay, so wow, I'm actually pretty surprised that Emily Rose did get nominated for Elena. She wasn't in the game that much, but what she did, you know, was in the game. She was really well. I don't know if I'd put her against, you know, Nolan North and Troy Baker, but she definitely did a good performance. Firewatch, I never really played the game. I'm kind of surprised that Firewatch has a lot of nominees here comparing, you know, how the game went. I think it didn't do that well because I didn't really hear much about it, but looking at the nominees on what they have here, I'd probably have to choose Nolan North, Best Mobile Handheld Games. I don't play these at all, so, oh my gosh, Pokemon Go's on there. Okay, Best VR Game. This is a nominee list that I can definitely vote on, because I do have PlayStation VR. Best VR game, Batman Arkham VR, great game. Valkyrie is great, but I wouldn't put it towards Batman Arkham VR. Job Simulator is good, but it's kind of glitchy on VR. Again, I don't want to really get into all these what I think about VR. It's definitely Definitely not my favorite job simulator, but it's definitely a good one. Res Infinite, probably like one of my favorite games on VR, and Thumper. I played the demo of Thumper. It's really, really good. And yeah, it just gets your heart pounding pretty much. So it'd probably go down to either Res or Batman. And at the end of the day, I'd probably have to choose Batman Arkham VR, because Batman Arkham VR, even though it is only an hour and a half long, depending on how how fast you go into the game, there are extra, Riddler stuff to go into the game, but just how they worked on that game, it felt like a AAA kind of like VR game, which is not really common for the VR industry or like the VR side of gaming. So definitely what they showed was really promising, and even though it was short, it was definitely, sweet but short. So I'd definitely give it to Batman Arkham VR, to Rocksteady for that game, because that game was really, really great. And probably one of my favorite games this year. Definitely probably my favorite VR game. So best action game: Battlefield 1, Doom, Gears of War 4, Overwatch, Titanfall 2. I haven't played Battlefield 1. I played the beta, so that's definitely a great game. Doom, I really like the gameplay, so probably so far for action, it's going to go to Doom, because Doom's just an incredible game, and just the gameplay is great. The only thing I said is, it's repetitive.
The other end, who's saying these things directly to you, and they're saying them directly to you, that's a whole other level of harassment, really.
Overwatch, great game for action as well, and Titanfall 2. I'd probably give it to Doom based on action, based on, combat, because Doom, that's what Doom's about, pretty much. So, best action adventure game. Okay, so probably first one was combat. I was going to support this. Puzzle Magic really good. Actually, really good. And probably my game of the year. Yeah, so exclusive against yeah. So actually, is definitely the stage. Special game of the year. And let's go to game of the year. So game of the year of what I played: Doom, Inside, Overwatch, Titanfall 2, and Uncharted 4. Wow, I see like Overwatch, Titanfall 2, and Uncharted 4 and all these like nominations. I guess it's down to Doom and Uncharted 4 Thief's End. As I said, Doom is one of those games that I really can't play for quite a bit, altogether. And I haven't beat yet, but of what I played, it's a great game. I'd probably say Doom is my favorite. I'd probably say out of this list that Doom definitely is probably game of the year if we're talking about game, personally, because Uncharted 4, it is a game, obviously, and you do a lot of, shooting and stuff, but it's really a storytelling kind of game this year. They took that style of approach this year, and that's nothing wrong with the game. I like that style. They did a different approach from the other 3 games, but if we're talking about core gameplay, I'd probably say Doom. But other than that, I'd probably have to give it Uncharted 4 just for my personal experience, because it was a great way to end off the franchise, and, just saying Nate's final adventure was cool. And, yeah, just definitely probably, the best game you can get on the PS4 at the moment. So, yeah, I'd probably put Uncharted 4 ahead of Doom, personally. But Doom, if we're talking about core gameplay, is probably the best out of this whole list, at least from me. And, yeah, so I guess that's how I'd rank all these nominations in order. Or that's how I would, me personally pick it. It's interesting to see on December 1st, when the Game Awards happen, what will be winning. And yeah, I'm not sure if fans vote on it, or if it's like if it's what they select themselves, like jury selected. But I'm interested to see what goes on in that and how they end up choosing this. But yeah, those were the 2016 nominees for Game Awards 2016. Sorry if this rambled on a little bit. I'm probably going to cut some boring parts out of the video and then, end up, just putting in the best parts together into the video, and hopefully it didn't come out that bad. So, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I've been online. Let me know in the comments down below for these different selections what you would choose. I'm interested in seeing what you guys have to say, because personally, I probably have different opinions than you guys, because nobody is the same. But yeah, it's pretty interesting how they chose these. There's definitely some games that I'd probably choose ahead of some of these games for Game of the Year, like Rise of the Tomb Raider. I really enjoyed this game. Core gameplay, it felt like Uncharted 4, but it actually had a lot of gameplay to it compared to the story. But I'd probably still play Uncharted 4, or put Uncharted 4 above Rise of the Tomb Raider. But definitely would have been cool to see that, running in the nominees. But I mean, I guess it's jury selected, so everybody has different tastes, and technically that was a 2015 game. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Yeah, again, let me know in the comments down below what you guys put as your Game of the Year, and just these different selections compared to me. And anyways, guys, I'll see you guys in the next video. It'll probably be like my PlayStation VR video, or I'm not sure what I have yet planned for you guys. But yeah, anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for clicking on this video and showing your support. And I've been online, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.